Okay, so there's your tunnel mechanisms all out, cover plates. So the question is, why would I want to do the Dynamat now, the sound deadening now? Well, I think the answer is that I need to put in position the seat slides, and which will allow me to put the seat pans in, and at least it'll give me an element of progress. So sound deadening is probably a good idea, seeing as I'm working in the cockpit at the moment. So that's my reasoning for wanting to do this now. I hope it's the right choice. Okay, so let's do that. Let's set up to do it. Well, hi, here we are, Sunday morning, bright Sydney weather, and not a care in the world as to what's happening in the rest of the world. So anyway, let's have a little progress report on where we're at with our sound deadening. Okay, might be best if I actually take the camera off the stand and take you for a little walk around. It's actually quite tedious putting it on, and you tend to get blasé and a bit lazy, and it's, you know, quite difficult to put on because it just wants to stick, and you know, to manipulate it is quite awkward if you're inexperienced at it, maybe like I am. But you know, it's working, it's progress, and I find that when things go a bit messy, the best thing to do is just drop it and go away and have a cuppa, or come back next day. So I'm quite pleased with where I'm at the moment. So and as you can see, I'm using Dynamat Extreme, and I hope it's all it's made out to be, because it's impossible to get it all off, or you know, it's going to take you a couple of weeks. Anyway, I'm sort of working my way on the floor, the tunnel. I've got a couple of things over here. I'm working my way over here. I need to do the wheel wells. Anywhere where external noise is liable to come in, like the rear diff area, the wheel wells, the wheels of course, and of course all that tunnel area in there. How high to make it, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I'll progress and just see how much I've got left. The pack I bought has got about 9 sheets in it, and I think I've used about 4, 5, you know, or I'm into my 5th. So I've got a little bit left. Chances are it'll do, you know, that cockpit area. So let's take you off the stand and show you where I've been, and it's taken a few days just to get to there, mainly because, you know, you've got to mow your lawn in between and all those things. But anyway, I think I'm pleased with what I've got. It's looking okay. All right, let's take you off and show you where I'm at. Alright, as you can see there, basically what you see is what you get. And I'm working my way around to the back, and that's just over that spare tyre bump there. I'm not going to, I don't think I'll do the boot area, but I'm just not sure about that. I can't imagine too much noise generation coming from there, but anyway, we'll just see what we've got left. You can see that the footwells need doing, so right up to there, and over here I've done the gearbox cover and the prop shaft cover, so they're all done, and that's fiddly because of all the you know, those awkward bends that it's got. So just at the moment I think it's looking good. So my fuel line turned up a couple of days ago, so I think once I've finished the Dynamat and put the seats back and the slides and sealed up this area here, under the passenger heat shield, I've got one line here which is my brake line. As you can see, it needs to be located properly, and on this upper side will be the fuel line, and there's my fuel pump there ready to go as well. So I need a couple of connections for that as well, so a couple of little right angle bends which I didn't get in my previous purchase. So fuel line, brake line, but finish the Dynamat first. And you know, with so much to do, sometimes you have a habit of just getting up and doing a little bit of everything, and at the end of the day you've got nothing. So it's best to stick with one thing, I suppose. as boring as it can be, but anyway, it is what it is. Right, and that Dynamat will stay until the carpet area is being prepared, and I have to save my pennies for that one. That's going to be an expensive exercise to get that all done. Alright, so let's go to fast mode action and watch a little bit more progress. Well, hi again. It's been a few days since I've done some filming, and the main reason is that this stuff is really slow to do. Okay, so you can see in here all the Dynamat, and I haven't finished yet, so I've still got quite a bit to do. Okay, so that's passenger side, and as you can see, the covering. I just thought I'd put in a progress report because I've got a little bit of film to go, and I thought maybe you people might have thought that I'd shot myself or something. So it's just a slow thing, and then I ran out of Dynamat. I've ordered some more, I've got it in, and I'm just trying to finish off. So you can see here to the trunking, I'm just doing to the top of this trunking. This is sealed off from the left-hand drive steering wheel mechanism, so there's a plate behind there that I've put in, and you can see the footwell in here. That's fairly well covered. I've got a hang up about road noise, you know, which might be a little bit on the obvious side here, and again, I'm trying to finish this off so I can get my seat rails in and put all that to bed. Okay, so whilst all the holes are there, you know, the slides are okay now, you know, after the modification that we did to them, and I've got little plates ready to go, and so this is all more or less ready for carpeting and so on, and trimming, which is not going to happen for some time. So what I'm going to do now actually is to give you a bit of video is this is the original parcel tray. Okay, and I've actually had this at the shed to straighten it out. It had a couple little awful bends in it, and the seating of this is just there like so. So again, for me it'll be on the left side, and so it'll sit just there like that. Okay, so if you can visualize that, so that's what I'm going to do. You can see there's a bunch of holes in that that I need to drill. nutsert, put some nutserts in, and finish that off so that it can at a later date be easily removed. I'm going to leave that as undercoated, but at a later date it can be easily removed, and the upholstery, the trimming, will all be fitted into this parcel tray as well. So that's where we're at. So I'll set you up and just show you this this drilling operation, nutserting operation in that space right in there. Okay, so it was really just to try and get some of this film into the system, but I haven't finished. There's really not a lot to go. I'm only going back, as you can see, I'm doing this back wall here, and mainly the wheel wells, because it's the tyre noise that bugs me most. I mean, yes, it's an open car and you're going to get it, but the worst thing is the rattles and, you know, just car noise, road noise that I just don't want. Okay, so on the bottom there, that's where the spare wheel sits. Okay, through there. Okay, and as you can see through there, the spare wheel, and so I've just done the top of this, and I figure that the rest of this wheel well I won't cover. So this is in the trunk, the boot we call it. This is in the boot area, and I'm not going to be too worried about that. I can always change that at a later date, perhaps, if I need to. So anything that's basically from this wall here, from this area here forward into that cockpit area, is what needs to be covered. All right. The I don't know if you've already seen it, but the gearbox has been cowling has been done. The tunnel for the prop shaft has been done, and so I'm just working my way down here. I'll flip the car over later, and then finish the footwell there. I've taken the pedals out again, and I'll flip the car over and do the pedal area and footwell in the driver's side. So that's where I'm at for the moment. Okay. That's in. I know it's awkward to see, and but I just can't fit the camera and myself in at the same time. So one parcel shelf. Now the choke cable sits underneath here like so. Okay, just under those spots just there. So that's the choke. Okay, so I might actually even do that up so that we can so that I can just get it out of the way, nice and solid. Okay, I didn't put the last screw in because the cover plate here, I'd have to drill a big hole in that because of the head of the screw. Okay, so I left the last one blank. Because it's going to clash with my cover plate, which has which sits just over the top of this, yeah, and going straight across.